Okay, so here the part in part 3 we have seen that the potter, he went to the stable and he has observed the beautiful horse. Yes, next see what happens. Now we are in next page, Nana. Put this bench beside him, said his wife, and use it as the step. Even with the help of the bench, the potter had much difficulty climbing onto the horseback. When he was finally seated, he found that the saddle was very slippery. Please tie my feet to the strips, dear wife, said the potter, otherwise I shall certainly fall off. His wife found some rope and bound her husband's feet tightly to the strips. She then passed the rope underneath the horse and tied the two strips together. She also passed a length of rope around the potter's waist and tied him to the saddle. Now please tie my hands to his neck, said the potter. Meanwhile, the big brown horse was impatiently pawing his hoofs on the ground. When the potter's wife tried to pass another rope around its neck, the horse suddenly jumped free. It galloped out of the stable with the potter hanging like a sack of rice on its back. Only the ropes kept him from crashing to the ground. The potter held tightly to the horse's neck and prayed to all the gods to save him alive. After galloping through the quiet streets, the horse crashed through the city gates and raced across the open fields. It leapt over fences and streams and began to head for the enemy's camp. When the potter realized where they were going, he tried harder than ever to stop the horse. He pulled wildly on the reins, but it was no use. The horse galloped on. Okay, Nana. Now see here, the potter already told, no, it is very height, I cannot climb it. Then immediately potter's wife, she finds a small bench, keeps it to the side of the horse and asks him, no, come on, use this as a stool and get on to the horse. Okay, potter భార్య ఏం చేస్తుంది, అటు ఇటు చూసి ఒక చిన్న స్టూల్ అంటూ తీసుకొచ్చి ఆ గుర్రం పక్కన పెట్టి ఇది బెంచ్ లాగా వాడుకొని మెట్టులాగా వాడుకొని గుర్రం మీదకి ఎక్కని చెప్తుంది. Then potter, no, using that as a step, very hardly he climbs onto it. Nana చాలా కష్టం మీద పైకెక్కి కూర్చుంటాడు. కూర్చోగానే he finds, no, the saddle is slippery. Nana saddle is the place where we sit on a horse. ఆ గుర్రం ఎక్కినప్పుడు గుర్రం వీపు దగ్గర కూర్చుంటాం చూడండి నాన్న, ఏ ప్లేస్లో అయితే కూర్చుంటామో దాన్ని saddle అంటారు. Okay, then he asked his wife, no, to tie his feet to the strips. ఆ కాళ్ళు పెట్టుకునే ప్లేస్ ఉంటుంది కదా, గుర్రం ఎక్కినప్పుడు ఇట్లా కాళ్ళు పెట్టుకోవడానికి కింద నుంచి ఉంటుంది కదా, వాటికి నా కాళ్ళు కట్టేయి అని చెప్తాడు. Then wife, she gets one thick rope, ties his feet to the strips, and also she ties the waist of the potter to the horse. ఆ కాళ్ళనేమో స్ట్రిప్స్కి కట్టేసి ఇంకా ఆ తాళ్ళని తీసుకొచ్చి పాటర్ నడుము చుట్టూతా తీసుకొచ్చి ఆ గుర్రం కింద నుంచి కట్టేస్తుంది. Now as they are doing so much of work, no, the horse is becoming impatient. దాన్ని ఇక్కడ అక్కడ తాళ్ళతో కట్టేస్తూ ఉంటే ఆ గుర్రాన్ని ఇంపేషెంట్గా అయిపోతుంటాం. Now potter asked his wife, no, even tie my hands across the neck of the horse. I'll put my hands like this, even tie my hands also. So as the wife started to tie the hands around the neck of the horse at once started to hoof the land, and it came out of the stable, galloped with strength and started to run very fast. Okay, potter చెప్పినట్టు భార్య ఆ చేతులు కూడా గుర్రం మెడ చుట్టూతో కడతా ఉంటే అది ఒక్కసారి ఓపిక చచ్చిపోయి ఆ స్టేబుల్లో నుంచి బయటికి దుంకి చాలా స్పీడ్గా పరిగెడుతూ ఉంటుంది. సో యాజ్ హీ ఈజ్ రన్నింగ్, హీ ఈస్ లైక్ a rise of back falling. మొత్తం జారిపోయినాడు. వాట్ సపోర్టెడ్ హిమ్ ఇస్ the threads which were being tied. So like that, within fraction of times, the horse came out of the quieted streets, came to the streams, fields, and it started to run towards the enemy camp. ఆ గుర్రం అట్లా స్పీడ్గా ఆ రాజవీధుల్లో నుంచి బయటకు వచ్చి చెరువులు, కుంటలు, పొలాలు అన్నీ దాటుకుంటూ ఎనిమీస్ ఉన్న సైడ్ వెళ్తూ ఉంటారు. Now potter observed that he is being taken to the enemy side. he tried harder to stop the horse. సాధ్యమైనంత వరకు గుర్రాన్ని ఆపాలని చూశాడు. He tried to catch the reins which are passing by, but all his efforts are effortless. తన ప్రయత్నాలన్నీ కూడా వేస్ట్ అయిపోయాయి. Understood, children? Okay, then see what happens. When they passed a young tree, the potter grabbed a branch, but the horse did not stop. Instead, the tree was pulled out of the ground. A sentry from the enemy camp saw the potter galloping towards the camp with the tree in one hand and his reins in the others. That must be the general who captured a tiger with his bare hands, he thought. Now he has uprooted the tree with only one hand. He's not an ordinary man, he's a giant. Run, run, save yourself. The famous tiger general is coming at the head of the large army to attack us. He has the strength of a giant. He has uprooted a tree with one hand. Okay, now see here, the potter, he is trying to stop the horse, but the horse is in speed. Yes, so all his efforts are effortless. Like that, he started to march to the direction where the enemies are having their tents. So a sentry observed potter coming very fast to their direction by holding a uprooted tree. ఆ గుర్రం ఆగకుండా చాలా స్పీడ్గా పరిగెడుతుంది కదా. సో ఇక్కడ ఆ ఎనిమీస్ వాళ్ళ సెంట్రీ అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తాడు. ఏం అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తాడు? పాటర్ చాలా స్పీడ్గా వీళ్ళ సైడ్ వస్తున్నట్టు ఫీల్ అవుతాడు ఆయన. హీస్ అప్రూటెడ్ ఎ ట్రీ, ఆ చెట్టు మొత్తాన్ని అట్లా బలంగా ఎత్తుకొని వస్తున్నాడు. నౌ హీ థింక్స్ నో, అమ్మో వాట్ ఎ డేంజరస్ పర్సన్ హీ ఈస్. ద బ్రేవ్ పాటర్ హూ హ్యాస్ కాట్ ద టైగర్ ఈజ్ నౌ ద జనరల్. హీ ఈస్ కమింగ్ వెరీ ఫాస్ట్ టు అవర్ ఏరియా to attack on us. Run away, save our lives, he shouts like that, and he goes to the king. Okay.